Hello, everyone. Yesterday, October 20th, Sunday, from 1 to 3 p.m., RKLA started the first session of the Lotus Sutra study class. I really enjoyed it. If you missed it, here's a part of the recap. If you can join the next session, November 9th, Saturday, from 1 to 3, that will be great. Those who were able to make it yesterday, thank you so much for your participation, all the questions and comments and discussions. I really enjoyed hearing your thoughts. That was so eye-opening. So Lotus Sutra is a strange text and it's so attractive because this makes room for interpretation and opens up our creative imagination so that we can be immersed ourselves into the story of the Lotus Sutra and add our own interpretation based on this text. That's how we do the Lotus Sutra. That's how we create the new vibe, which responds to the issues of today, ourselves and our society, based on the wisdom of the Lotus Sutra. So today, so for instance, like as I said in the blog, first page of the first part of the sutra of innumerable meaning, which is the opening part of the Lotus Sutra, starts with the listing the diversity of life. Like, let me read a little bit. If you have a copy of the Threefold Lotus Sutra, which is available on Amazon at the moment, it's on the page 3. Once the Buddha was staying on Divine Eagle Peak near the city of royal palaces, together with the great assembly of 12,000 great monks. So pay attention to and imagine what kind of audience are there. Now we have 12,000 monks. If you go to big concert, that can accommodate like a 40,000, 50,000, right? So that's a great number, 12,000. In addition, there are also 80,000 bodhisattvas. Bodhisattvas are helpers of the Buddha and Buddhas in training. It's already so many, 80,000 bodhisattvas, along with heavenly beings, dragons, yakshas, gandharvas, asuras, garudas, kimaras, mahoragas. These are gods from pre-Buddhist Indian religion. So why are these gods from other religions included in the audience of the Buddha's assembly? That's interesting, right? Monks, nuns, laymen, and laywomen gathering around their own accord were great. So in addition to that, there were wheel rolling kings, interesting names, lesser wheel rolling kings, and gold wheel, silver wheel, and other wheel kings. So there's a bunch of kings as well. In addition to monks and nuns and all these heavenly non-human creatures, together with all the Buddha's helpers and the great monks. How many stadiums do we need at the moment? There are kings of countries, princes, ministers, and citizens, including noblemen, noblewomen, those of great wealth. Each of them was accompanied by a retinue of 100,000 followers. Okay, there's so many different creatures. So we discussed what is the point of listing all this diversity of life and diversity of people in our society? Our interpretation is that, well, this talks about the unity of the diversity of life. Excellent, right? And also Dharma teacher Marcel said, well, that's how we, make the Dharma for everyone, which is a message of the Lotus Sutra. Excellent answer. So this is how our conversation went. So we read together and discuss, move on, read together, discuss, and at some point, when I feel it's necessary, I give a little bit of history of Buddhism and how the spread between the, reformer Buddhists, Mahayana Buddhists, and traditional Buddhists happened, and that how that was integrated by the attempt of the Lotus Sutra, the unity, right? Another point is that this chapter we went through yesterday, which is composed of 9 pages. 80% of that is a description of the praising of the Buddha. If you came to this video through the blog or the email that I sent you today on October 21st, here's an answer to your question, the question that you're wondering. Why does the Sutra of Innumerable Meanings, first chapter, extensively praise the virtue of Shakyamuni Buddha? If you take a look at the page from I guess six, yeah, bottom of six until six, seven, eight, and nine, and 11, 10, and 11. All these five pages are about the praising of the Buddha by the disciple of the. What's the point of praising the Buddha, right? He has this, mental quality, physical, beauty, and so on. What is the point of praising that? What do you think? Why is it important to praise the Buddha? I think praising the Buddha is our model. So the Lotus Sutra says that implies that you are the Buddha in training. You see all these bodhisattvas description, you are amazed by the wondrous, wonderful features of how these bodhisattvas, the helpers of the Buddha in training, play a role in the world of suffering and pain. And you were amazed by that. Wow, Bodhisattva, that's great. I want to be like that. But the more I study Buddha's wisdom, I only feel the distance between the Buddha because becoming a Buddha is so wonderful and amazing. It's hard for me to become. It's so distant from me. So more you praise the Buddha, you feel the admiration, you increase the value of being a Buddha, and you feel the distance between the being the Buddha and being who you are, which seems like far from being a Buddha, right? So this distance is important because it creates a condition for your spiritual liberation. Because later on, what you will see in the Lotus Sutra is that after you praise and feel the distance and admiration toward the Buddha, what you will see and experience is that, well, the Buddha that you admire and praise so much is no one other than you in the future. You are the Buddha in training. The process of undergoing the pain and suffering and how to overcome and learn how it feels to be in a difficult situation and so on is the process for you to be a more useful person so that you can understand the feeling of pain and sadness and joy so that you can reach out to so many people only based on your experience. So this suffering and pain is a part of our bodhisattva practice so that we can cultivate our heart for ourselves to be a better person and to be a more effectively useful person for other people. More the distance, you feel joy more when it's becoming one. That's why praising the Buddha so much is at the beginning of Threefold Lotus. So that's what we discuss. Next session is November 9th, Saturday, a day before I go back to Japan for 2 weeks and a half. I need to be there as a translator of a big conference for the ministers and others. But I will be back in the end of November. But if you can make it to the next session, that'll be great. And also, we have upcoming Sunday services led by Dharma teachers, our excellent leaders of our community. And I look forward to each one of you to become a Dharma teacher in the future as well. If you're not yet, we also have online sessions, study sessions on the Lotus Sutra, spiritual journey, meditation in person, encouraged, online available. And also, this Saturday, as you probably will see in the email if you're subscribing, the Saturday 26th of Saturday, 9 to 12, is a volunteer action day. We need all of many volunteers to, clear the yard and pick up some trash, move some heavy metal trash to the trash bin and so on. So we will work with Leo. If you can make it, that'll be great. I look forward to seeing you in other sessions. If you want to also have a chat with me one-on-one, I'm available through email. So make an appointment with me by emailing to info@rklabuddhistcenter.com. Okay. Happy rest of your October.